Hi, in this video we will learn what are the different ways to use a parcel view on a main view. In the previous video of this tutorial, we have covered what is a parcel view and how can we render a parcel view on main view by using partial tag helper. Now here in this video we will cover couple of HTML helpers method to render a parcel view on view. We will try to cover what is the main use of all these methods and which one is fast comparatively. Let's start. What are the different ways to render a parcel view on main view? What is a partial tag helper? What is HTML.partial? What is HTML.partial async? What is render partial? And what is render partial async? In previous video we have already covered this tag helper. So we have rendered few parcel views by using this partial tag helper. Now here in this video we will focus mainly on HTML helper, and if we talk about the HTML helpers, then these are also available in ASP.NET MVC. We can use those same HTML helpers in ASP.NET Core as well. Let's have a look on all of them one by one. Let's open Visual Studio. Here again we are back to our bookstore web application, and in previous video we have created few parcel views. Here are some parcel views, and we have used this book thumbnail parcel view to render the short details of a particular book, or we can say this is the card of a particular book. Now we are rendering these parcel views on two main files. First one is the home page and second one is this get all books. So this is the first one. This is how we can render a parcel view by using partial tag helper. Now instead of using this partial tag helper, we can also use some HTML helpers. Let's see how to do that. So if you want to use HTML helper, then you need to start your code from @ because this is going to be a C# code. So we need to use @ then HTML dot partial. Let's right click on this method and choose go to definition. Here you can notice that this method is available inside Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.MVC.rendering, and we have 4 overloaded versions of this partial method. Let's have a look on all of them one by one. In the first one we have only one parameter, and the name of the parcel view we can pass over here. Then in the second one we can pass the name of parcel view, or we can also pass the view data dictionary. So suppose you want to pass some data in view data, then you need to pass that over here as a second parameter. Third one, if you want to pass some model or data into your partial method, then you can use this version, and as a first parameter you need to pass the parcel view name, and as a second parameter you need to pass your model object. Then again, if you want to pass the model and the view data together, then you can use this version. Okay, so this is the synchronous version. If you want to use asynchronous version that is only available in ASP.NET Core, then you can use this partial async. Rest all the parameters are same. Now let's focus on this render partial as well. So if I want to render a partial view on my main view, then I can use any one of these methods. Render partial also requires same type of parameters, but what is the difference in between partial and render partial? Okay, so let's have a look on the return type of these methods. If you talk about the partial, then the return type is iHTML content, and here the return type is void. It means if we are going to use this partial or partial async method, then this is going to return the entire code of that partial view as an output. We can store that data in some other variable. But if we are going to use this render partial, then it is not returning anything. The output of this render partial is written directly into the execution of ASP.NET Core view file. And since its output is written directly into the execution, that is why render partial is faster as compared to partial. And this render partial async is the asynchronous version of this render partial. And if I talk about the partial tag helper, then that is also the asynchronous version. So you can use any one of them to render your partial view on the main view. Okay, now the picture is clear to us. Let's try to use all these methods one by one. Suppose first I want to use this partial method. So here in the partial one, first I need to pass the name of my partial view, and then as a second parameter I need to pass the model. And what is the model in this scenario? It is new book model, and that is it. We can remove this line from here. Let's build this application and run it. So here you can notice that we are having the same partial view onto our main file. Let's talk about the second one. In the second one, instead of using this partial, we can use partial async. And if you are using the async version, then you need to use await keyword over here, like this. So now I can comment this code. Okay, let's build this application and again run it into the browser. This time again you can see that we are having the partial view onto our main view. Now let's try to use the third method. Let's comment this one, and this time we need to use render partial. And if you want to use render partial into your code, then you need to create a code block over here, and inside this code block you can write your code. So suppose first let's use the synchronous version. So here I can write render partial, and this time let's put a semicolon over here. Okay, let's build this application. Again go back to the browser, and this time you can notice that we are having our view over here. Let's copy this code and paste it again over here. This time instead of using this render partial, let's use render partial async. And since we are using async version, then we need to use await keyword over here. Okay, so here you can notice that we have one more book thumbnail over here. So these are the 5 ways to render a partial view on a particular main view. You can use any one of them as per need of your application, but the recommended version is this partial tag helper, because this is asynchronous and it has HTML like feeling and it is easy to use. That is all in this video. In the previous video we have covered what is a partial view, and in this video we have covered what are the different ways to render a partial view on a particular main view. Don't forget to hit the like button, tell me your feedbacks into the comment section, share this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.